first file. And there, it ran my file, which inside of it said print, hello everyone. So we know that it works, right? That's pretty cool. So let's say you want to save this to a disk. Well, look here. This is how you're going to do that. So hit escape to get out of your computer. And remember that we have a floppy disk, right? So let's go to our disk drive. So you can right click on your disk drive and insert the floppy disk into the drive. And as long as the disk drive is next to the computer, they are connected. You can have multiple disk drives, and you'll have to differentiate in the computer, left, right. There might be like a behind, but I think it's like, I know left and right, you have to discern. So right click on the computer. Now, let's see if the listing has changed. So I'm going to type ls for the listing. Oh look, has it changed? You guys, you've been following me. Did the listing change? Is there anything new here? What? Yeah, this is coding. There's disk, okay? So now that we have the disk in the disk drive, it's showing up there, right? So now we can access the disk. Now if you want to save something, let me see if I can. Copy a file. Okay, so here, check it out. Let's say we want to copy my program to the disk. This is what we're going to do. You're going to type copy, and the first thing you type is where you want to save it, disk, or is it the other way around? Oh no, the first thing you type is what you want to save. So I want to save first file, and then where you want to save it to the disk, like so. So this tells me I'm going to copy first file onto the disk, and then you hit enter. So this is all you're going to see. It's not going to say complete. You're not going to see a progress bar. Do you think I can check though? How can I check to see if it's on the disk? I could go into the disk and then do the listing and see if there's anything there, right? So how would I go into the disk? Well, you type CD to open up things. So I would type CD disk, right? It's a little confusing with our syntax there. All right, so now I'm in disk. So I'm going to type ls, and there's my file. First disk, right? First file. Now, do you want to see if this will work? If I can transfer this to another computer? Do you think it'll work? We can only hope, right? So I'm going to make another little table, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to place down a disk drive and a computer, and I'm going to take the disk out of here. Give me that disk. I'll put it over here, and then I'm going to come over here. That's pretty cool, actually. The disk drive lights up when there's a disk in it. Right now, there's no lights here. But if I place the disk in, you got a green light telling us, oh look, it's on. It's got something in it. Right click. So I'm going to say ls for listing. Oh, disk and ROM. So I'm going to say cd disk ls first file. And then I can type first file to run it. Hello everyone. So that's pretty cool, right? It's really basic stuff, right? This is what you do on the computer when you're outside of Minecraft, or when you're trying to open Minecraft, right? When you're opening files, opening folders. So it's very basic stuff, but this is the building blocks of how we can navigate around with the computer. So this is what I'll tell you to do. I tell you to explore. So let's review. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I think I'm asking you guys over here, because I see that you've been listening. And maybe I bet other people have been listening. But how do I go back out of a folder? Does anyone know?
CD and something.
Good, you were listening. But it's confusing. It's this.
CD dot dot.
CD dot dot just says it's just a way to communicate to the computer that you want to go back to folder. That's all. Because CD and then the name of a folder will let you go in it. CD dot dot lets you go out, back to folder. Okay. Good. So now I'm back at the root. So how do I know what's in a computer or what's in a folder? What do I type? I'm looking for something. I'm looking for the listing
LS.
of folders. So yes, so I type ls. And so you can type ls in each folder and it'll tell you what's inside of it. So right now it's telling me inside ROM, I have, or inside the main directory, I have ROM and disk. I'm going to show you one other thing. How to make a folder. How do you make a folder, okay? I did it a little earlier. Does anyone remember? Yeah, it's a little, so it's MK, which stands for make, and DIR, which stands for directory, okay? MKDIR, hit enter. Oh, and so this is what it's saying. So it's saying, yeah, it wants to restart stupid Windows. Did you shut me down? You're amazing.
Aww.
So I would go, if I want to make a folder, what do I